Give me that guitar and throw me in a crowded room. She bit her lip and kissed me hard. Please drag me down the darkest night with you. Pose your friends and laugh a moment. Frozen at the bar, catch your reflection in the glass. Try to forget just who you really are. Strange love, don't let the madness change.
What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Unique Road here, starting a new series of similar to what the Showdown is, just a bunch of fun. Little random things, nothing too important, doesn't have a lot of theme to it, minus it is what the game is. So, I love Magic. I love this game. But I can't afford to buy cards every single fucking day of my life. So instead, we're going to be doing this. This Cascade takes forever. So the likelihood of me doing one of those is not super high. But for now, we're just going to go in. We're going to do a ranked match, because I've been playing a lot of ranked. I mean, I said Cascade's not very high, but if we can get 2 good ranked meds in, I might try a Cascade. Oh, we are facing us. But this guy is Dark Smokes. Keep it, because I don't mulligan often. I don't think mulliganing is a super great play. Unless you really, really have to. Like, I think that's limited to you have 0 land and all monsters. Or 1 land and all high cast monsters. And play the gate. And then play the spider. So, for anyone who doesn't know how Magic works, you have land cards that you play to give you your mana pool. And you have to pay those mana costs to summon monsters. And some monsters, in this effect, if I tap this monster, it adds 1 mana. Tapping a monster is using that creature in some way. So now this creature cannot attack or defend while he's tapped. Where this one is untapped, so he can do what he will. So when my turn, or my opponent's turn's end, he will untap. Summoning 2/1/2s, and then there's the thing, you have your attack and your defense, basically. So I'm drawing more land, which I'm actually going to play the mountain version, because I already have 1 solid forest. I will play this goblin. And now I can choose to attack. Which is no point, because my attack is lower than both of their defenses. So this is in no way supposed to be a tutorial video, but I'm trying to explain a little bit of how the game works. So now if he wants to attack, it's going to come down to, do I want to sack a monster, or I can take 2 blocks here. And then it starts getting more complicated from there on. In the sense, I'm enchanting my land, giving me an ability to put a counter on a monster. So now he's a 2/4. Now I can play another forest. And actually this turn, I'm going to attack with the 2/4. Because even if all 3 of his monsters finds a way to block, I still survive because I have 4 defense. But he's going to choose to eat the 2 damage, which is fine. I would have done the same thing. So yeah, I've been loving this game. I've loved the card game. That was a big hit. So he just cast a spell. It's a sorcery. Because he wanted that out of here. Which I don't blame him. So now he has hand advantage. Which is fine. He can have hand advantage. It looks like he's getting landlocked. Which is the only reason he has hand advantage. Because I have nothing to play. He has a bunch to play. But it seems like he can't play it because he's not drawing any land. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Right now it looks like if he starts gaining land, he's going to do a lot. Even without land, he's doing what he can, but that could be how this deck runs. So I'm going to choose to do nothing this turn, because now I'm going to try to bluff him out. I don't want him to know that I just have a land in hand, because he's starting to beef up. Let him resolve that. Or he's not land locked. This deck he's playing apparently needs to play with very few monsters. And by very few monsters, I mean very minimal land costs. I might start getting land flooded here if I don't draw something the next couple of turns that is not a land card. That'll do. Now it doesn't matter how beefy his monsters can get. I have an all-out pure defense. Because that thing has Death Touch. And Death Touch means if I boop them, then they get, or they try to boop me and I block their boop, or I boop them, they're dead. It doesn't matter. They could be a 100-100. Alright? He doesn't want that around for that exact reason. Buffing him back up, but I still have this dude. I can't block with him. I didn't realize he was defender, but it's because of their thing. So we got a planeswalker, which is like a side card. I have a free 4/4 or 4 attack here, but then that leaves me vulnerable, so I can't attack. And I'm gonna play this to show I'm not bluffing anymore and let him go hands in, but he pretty much wins this battle. Like a 4/4, I can block that with that. There's 2/4, 5, 6, 7. So if he plays anything with at least 2 attack, he wins. He wins. He double wins. That puts him 2 attack over the minimum he needed. Because there's very little I can block here. Which is fine. I'm not upset about it. That puts him in an even better position. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he wins 100%. Alright. I'm a little disappointed on that scale of things, but we're gonna keep going in. This is a interesting hand. Between him to there, have mana pools. But if I can keep the Dryad alive, I'm doing really good. I already want to play. Let me play. Let me play. Let me play. Okay, now it's a little unnecessary, but I don't hate it. Now I'm getting flooded, so this is a problem. And I'm not going to use those cards, because one, it makes him think I don't have a higher monster to play without 3 or more mana, and 2, I actually want to save these for my Dryad. So now we're getting what's called land flooded, which means we're getting more land than we ever need. I'm doing nothing. I'm going to let him keep playing out his hand and keep drawing. Mind you, these are ranked battles. That's a great card. I love this card. Trample and Vigilance. I actually have this in the deck I'm running, which drawing him right now would be great. But until then, we're going to see what happens. I choose no block. I'm going to take the damage. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So I am going to play the Druid. It's an expensive 2/2, but we can start doing some stuff now. Three 3 and a 3/2. We're gonna block the 3/2, take the 3, which he comes right back. So now we can start doing something. Boom, 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 boom. And now we're starting to amass an army. He has a high amount of land, so he could pull something big out really easily. But now I have complete control, because any 3/3 or 3/2 has to deal with 2 3/3s right here. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon, but we got our Death Touch and a New Horizon. That makes that a 4/4. And we have another 3/3. And we're going to continue to generate those, so that's going to be a lot of blocking power. So if that 2/2 attacks and I kill it, that will be unfortunate, because then he'll have a 7/7, but I also have a Death Touch. That makes it pretty strong, but actually favorable for me, because with such a strong attack, me having a Death Touch, which he's realizing, makes that 14/14 no good. I mean, that's trample. But now it's gone, and I have more. More monsters. And that's an instant. Deals 3. But I can't do much. This might be another loss. I can soak up a lot of damage with all these tokens I'm building. He wants to proliferate to put another token on that. But I'm choosing to sack this monster. And keep going. Puts it to a 7/7. We're gonna keep building these tokens, which are gonna play favorably for me. He might have a 9 spot. So I'll drop him down to 1 defense and take that, which puts him at 11. Not really worried. So let's go. Because now basically I have to block him 1 turn and then repay the favor. He knew. I appreciate the GGs, my dude. Let him build up those counters. I'll take those prizes. We're going for another ranked. I said this is going to be way more like a showdown. There's not a lot of substance here. Gonna keep it because I don't see a point in mulliganing. Like I said. I'm gonna land flooded again. So, there's a lot of waiting in this game, but I don't mind. Flying. And we're going to start playing some fuckery. Our planeswalker's probably gone. That is a crocodile. Actually, they discard the crocodile. They're in a really good spot. But now he has full information of what I have. Enchantment. Nice. Nice, nice. Good play. I'm actually going to tell him nice. Because he has that under wraps right now. And I can't block any flying. So it gives him the advantage. I do have a chunk of monsters with reach in this deck, or cards with reach. I don't know if that really matters if they're going to keep piling up like this.
Ah, tough lessons.
So yeah, he's burning. He's burning my deck pretty quick. Play the goblin. I'm gonna go in, full attack. If he doesn't block it, he takes 5, which puts him down to 15. If he blocks anything, it's gonna be this. It gives me a better monster. So, but he's not gonna block. He's gonna choose to opt for the damage and not releasing those 2 cards he has bound right now in exile. So he's in a pretty good spot. But I do get my crocodile next turn, which is going to be great. Which means he can't forego killing one of my monsters that long, mostly being this one. That's pretty good. Oh, so now I have a 2/2, which is pretty good. So I'll take 2 damage. I'm going to keep the druid back, even though it's really good. For, since he doesn't know what it is. And now he can defend, but I get a 3/3, and it even kills this creature. Or he lets me go through. He still has 1/1s to attack with. But now I can start stacking the damage on him. And then I get my druid out next turn, which is going to start gaining me the ability to create creatures as is out. He has a hand advantage for sure. I mean, 4-1. Just gotta think about what he's doing. That boy's gotta think. So. You can exile my alligator here and do some decent damage. That's what you exile? To make it back to a 1/1? I guess. My crocodile would cost me so much more to replay. So like in this situation, druid. No attack. Gave me another monster, and then I'll both of these back. He knows I have 1. He doesn't have 2. Those are 3/3s. Or will be. So I guess taking it... I don't know why he wouldn't do the crocodile. That would have forced me to replay that. My crocodile pretty much runs his whole team over. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, block it. Come on, crocodile, but I'm going to take out a chunk of your people if you block it. If you don't, you're taking 5 to the dome. And I don't know if these are all the best plays. 3/3. That kills my crocodile. It doesn't really matter which order. You can pretty much all attack here. It'll still be good. I'm building up. If I get my proliferating blocker, you block those two, take the rest. There we go. Now I'm in a better position. I'm in a less good position. But okay, so 1/1 block you. 1/1 block you. 3/3 block you. 3/3 block you. And there we go. Gives me 2 more 3/3s. Gives me that. Another 3/3. Play a land to show. And actually, I'm going to attack with one of each of those. So now I have another 3/3. Which is giving him 2 1/1 blockers. I need one of my reach. Or that. Like, no matter how he plays this. Trample has 2. Trample that's 1. Trample that's 3. The rest, take care of it. So that will be it for today with our newly forming weird bullshit. Newly forming weird bullshit. I'm gonna have a bonus episode coming up after this one at some point. At least doing a one cascade. Past that, I don't know. We'll see if I continue to record this or not, but man, I've been playing a lot of Magic, so till next time, remember, this has been Gaming Gone Rogue.